One of the most common accommodations available to students with disabilities at Regis is accommodated testing. This includes extended time on tests and exams up to time and a half, reduced distraction testing environments, testing in alternative formats, and a variety of other accommodations. In order to be eligible to take advantage of these accommodations, you must be a student with a documented disability and be registered with the Office of Student Disability and Accessibility Services, also known as OSTAS. Examples of appropriate documentation can be seen here. Psychoeducational testing that is less than 5 years old, diagnostic paperwork from a medical doctor or psychologist, Veterans Affairs paperwork that outlines a disability, a Regis verification of disability form completed by a medical professional, or a letter on letterhead from a medical professional that clearly outlines a disability as well as potential accommodations. It is important to realize that while IEPs and 504 plans from high school can be helpful in determining accommodations, they are not on their own considered comprehensive documentation. Once all documentation is received, the director of OSTAS will set up a meeting with you to determine what testing accommodations are necessary. If extended time or testing in our testing center, shown here, is part of your approved plan, there is a process by which you need to reserve the space. Once a test date is set, you must complete an accommodated testing request form available on our website at least 1 week prior to the exam. This form will ask you to provide your course number and professor's name, the date and time of the exam, as well as the amount of time given to the class for the exam. OSTAS will then coordinate the dropping off and picking up of the exams directly with the professor. For this reason, advance notice is required. Forms may be turned in person in our office, College Hall 389, or emailed to disability@regiscollege.edu. You and your professor will both receive a confirmation email the Friday before your exam is scheduled. If you do not receive an email, you are not scheduled. Due to limited space in the testing center, early notification to OSTAS is necessary. It is important to remember that your accommodations are your choice. If you would rather take your exam in the classroom, you are welcome to do so. Ongoing communication with your professor and OSTAS is highly recommended. Academic integrity is extremely important at Regis. In order to maintain the same academic integrity that exists in the classroom, students testing with OSTAS must adhere to the following rules. They must sign an agreement acknowledging that they will be monitored by camera throughout every exam. They must leave all their personal belongings, including cell phones, outside of the testing center. They must not leave the testing center without permission, and they may not share information about the exam with any other students. Any student suspected of cheating or violating the rules above will be subject to an investigation, and a report will be made to both the class professor and academic affairs. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about accommodated testing at Regis. If you have further questions, please feel free to contact us at phone number 781-768-7384 or by email at disability@regiscollege.edu. Thank you.